describe this interesting and weird behavior that I've been noticing with this SyPi equation and the fine structure constant gradient and the way that things just seem to line up. So the way we have it set right now is I've got C can be any value equal from 1 up through 26,865. I do this because this is when our SyPi value drops below 3. Okay, so that's the precise moment. It's actually 26,861 is the precise moment that it drops below 3. So, and we notice that this does trace out a circle. So obviously I want to be able to change the bounds of this, and I determined that it's about 851,000 steps roughly. I don't have the exact value, but it's, so we'll go 860,000 steps as the max, and that'll give us a full revolution from 1 all the way back to where it came from. Oh, let's add a 0 here. Back to its original origin, roughly. I have to figure out the exact value. So intuitively you would think, okay, well, if it makes 1 revolution at 851,000 units, I guess, then when C is set to negative 851,000, that would be a negative 1 revolution. So I tried that, and we can set the minimum to 860,000. Make sure we get the 0 in there. And what you'll notice is that even though it takes 1 revolution to get back to 0, when we get to the negative numbers, it makes multiple revolutions before it gets to, in fact, it gets faster and faster and faster. Like it's accelerating. So that's interesting. So trying to figure out where the bounds of this is, you obviously start using bigger and bigger numbers to see how fast can it accelerate. So we're going to go to, I'm just going to go straight for the gusto here and go for 100 million and show you what happens when you give it really high bounds on either side. And then we'll just play it rather than moving through it. So it gets really slow as it goes above 0 and gets higher numbers. And then when you get to the negative numbers, it goes through the speed phase before it slows right down. Right? So in order to take a closer look at the, because it happens so fast you can barely see it at this point. So let's take a bit, let's change up the limits here so we can see what's actually going on. I'm going to go back to 860,000. And then I'm going to change this to half of the 860,000, so 430,000. So hopefully that'll adjust the speed so we can see what's going on. It does speed up quite a bit when you get into the negative numbers, and then it slows right down as you get into the positive territory. And the more positive you get, the slower it gets. This speed up and acceleration only seems to happen within the negative numbers and only for a certain set of negative numbers before it eventually starts to slow down. Again, we'll go back to we'll just raise this to an upper limit, say 10 million. So we can see this a little bit better. So see, it's slowing down quite a bit now, and then it gradually accelerates, gradually accelerates, gradually accelerates to the point that it's so fast you can't even see it anymore. And then slows right down. So I'm still trying to figure out what to make of this. I don't know. I've got a couple of ideas, and I'm just trying to figure out how to describe it. One is the expansion of space potentially. Now, we've wondered why the expansion of space was slow and then is speeding up. I'm not, again, I say this loosely, this is just, I'm floating the concept, but maybe we're looking at it wrong. Maybe it's like maybe space is like a pendulum. Maybe there's an oscillation, almost like a chaotic pendulum, where things speed up and slow down, continuously in some sort of periodic form. And maybe that's what this could be indicating. Again, I'm not sure. I just figured this out today, and I wanted to just kind of explain it to maybe help myself understand it a little better. So thanks.